Hello, YouTuber woobers. Well, I just thought I'd shoot this video and show some of my camera equipment that I'm using. So this is a Vixia, Canon Vixia R62, HF R62. I got it off of the refurbished site of Canon for $299 last spring. Recently, I purchased another one, another Vixia off of eBay for about um, $70 with shipping. It's pretty spanking brand new. That the guy he said he only used it once, and but it looked just like mine. So I have two cameras that are matched. So when I shoot multiple camera shots, I have two cameras that I can line up, and I can do white balancing and all the bells and whistles. Usually when I shoot my video with the Vixias, I have it set up at the highest quality, and I use that on Final Cut down at the studio. My other camera, which is the one I'm recording on this camera, is my Canon point and shoot, Delphi something. Not much control over quality. It's kind of an auto thing, but it does hold its own. It was an issue with my recent video with the flute, but it does pretty well. So I'm pointing here right now. I'm pointing to a thing. I guess people call it the skateboard mount. And what's nice about this mount is that it allows me to hold the camera with my big fat hands and fingers, whereas the camera is fairly small. Um, and I have, as you can see here, the spacer is below the line of the skids. So when I mount it on a tripod, it doesn't engage with the screw. So on top of the curve, I have these spacers that I can use to mount the assembly. And the camera is fairly light, so I can balance that onto the screw fairly nicely. But this actually helps a lot when I'm shooting outside. I can put my rig, somewhere too if I'm shooting indoors, and I only have two tripods, so at the moment, you just never know. I might buy another one. um, but it works. It works really well. So this is when I just ordered this particular second one, they sent me a light to go with it, and it works. I haven't actually done any shooting with it yet, but it runs on AAA batteries, three of them, which are hard to find in this household because I mostly have double A's. So I've got to pick up another package of rechargeable AAA's. But it's pretty bright, and sooner or later I'll use it for shooting something or other. The new mount that I got in, it actually has three positions on the top. One position is for, well, you can use three positions for whatever you want to use. They all have hot shoe mounts. They're not hot shoes, they're cold shoes. So one could be for the light, one for the microphone, and the other one for the screen. If you have an external screen or some other thing that I haven't decided to buy yet. I haven't bought a screen either, but sometimes it's a bit of a challenge to see what's in the tiny screens if I'm actually the actor along with the video photographer. I have to try to line my sights up, but yeah. So this thing here is a cool thing because it allows you to take the sun and guard it away from the panel. If you're outside shooting on a bright sunny day, you're not going to see that panel. And so this takes some of that guesswork out. It's cheap. They're all over the internet. About $12 or so. I think I got this one. I have one for my other camera. and it just slides over the screen panel when you pop it out. You can make one out of cardboard if you want, but for the money, it's well worth it. I actually was recording this for Justin because I was telling him about it. So I'm pretty happy. The thing that, see, this camera here, the lower line of the Vixia doesn't have a hot shoe mount. That's why I need the bracket to mount the microphone. The next series up has a mount, starting with the I think it's the 21 actually. The 20 doesn't have it, but the 21 does. And I guess the 21 is a lot newer than the 30. I don't know how they really figure their numbering system, but you know, for me that's just learning to shoot video, the price is pretty good for this camera. And I've been pretty happy with it, with what I can do with it. You know, I could go out, I could try to figure out a way to pay for a big expensive prosumer video camera, but I don't know how I can do it when it's, you know, not without putting myself in major debt. And these cameras are pretty much available on the internet. You just have to discern the ones that have been beat the crap out of and the ones that are in pretty good condition. So, yeah, so I guess that's about it. I have a LED light that I haven't really tried out yet. And I don't want any comments about how messy my desk is, because it goes and froze. I clean it off, and then, you know, you got to have your power meter available, electric, you know, your voltmeter available at any given time, and, you know, pay no attention to that syringe. I am a diabetic, so I do test my sugar. You know, when I start looking at this video, I go, oh no, I got the syringe in there. I should have looked at the viewfinder and see what it was looking. See, that's why you need the screen, because if you looked at a bigger screen and you said, oh look at the things that are in the viewfinder, like a syringe, an airbrush, hat, toilet paper. Yep. Yep. Ta-ta. Peaceful enough for all. Food, water, shelter, clothing, health care, and education. Peaceful enough for all.